$1 million workshop contest for the next CSGO case, people have pointed out that it really wouldn't make sense to randomly have this case contest unless it's tied to an operation. Why would you put $1 million into a case randomly if it wasn't that important? So let's take a look at, if this case gets tied to an operation, what exactly is going to be included in the operation. But before we get into it, if you want some free skins and investing items in CSGO, be sure to be subscribed to the channel, leave a like on this video, and comment your Steam username with your trade link on your profile somewhere, and I'll send a few you guys some stuff. And finally, be sure to check out my sponsor for this video, Skinport, the best way out there to buy CSGO skins and begin investing for cheap. Skinport has an inventory of hundreds of thousands of skins to choose from, with literally anything you want, and prices much cheaper than the Steam market. You can find whatever you're looking for around 20 to 30% off compared to Steam market prices on Skinport. And not to mention, they have a 0% buying fee and no hidden fees, unlike a lot of other sites out there. So you pay the price that you see on your screen. And if you're looking to sell skins for real money, they're great for that too. Only a 12% selling fee, which drops to 6% on skins over $1,000. And most importantly, they're a completely safe and trustworthy site with a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot. So be sure to sign up with that link in the description and start saving money on CSGO skins today with Skinport. But for now, let's get right into the video. So first of all, let's really quickly recap some of the things about the Dreams and Nightmares case that was announced. The competition began on July 22nd, 2021, and final submissions are due on October 21st. Winners will be contacted directly by November 21st at latest though, so the case will probably be released in the second or third week in November, somewhere around that time. And more importantly, for this part of this video, the rarity of the items in the case will look like this. Most importantly, we'll have a covert AK and MP9 skin and a pink MP7, dual Berettas, and FAMAS. So let's quickly look through the workshop and see what we might expect for some of the top tier skins in this case. I just chose 3 of them that I would like to see in the game and only look through some of the most popular ones, but there's tons of stuff out there and I really recommend looking through it yourselves. But let's just start with the AK. The Beautiful Nightmare is a really sick skin. Really cool color scheme that I feel like not a lot of really any skins in CSGO have, especially AKs, and I feel like it fits the Dreams and Nightmares theme pretty much perfectly. Also, before I forget, keep in mind that these skins can be updated in their time on the workshop throughout the competition, and we're also only like 2 weeks in, so expect to see updates. We're really just scratching the surface of all the skins that will be included in this competition. So next up, the MP9 Elf Warrior looks pretty incredible and currently is the only MP9 skin on the workshop that I can see being used as a covert skin. Even though there is a lot of good looking MP9s that I would probably consider purples or pinks on the workshop, I think this one kind of takes the gold. I think it's the only one that I would personally put as a covert into the game. Even though there are some really good looking options out there, I think this one's the best. And then for one of the pinks, a skin that really stood out to me is the FAMAS, I don't know how to say this, Raritanium maybe? Raritanium Nightmares? I don't know. I'm a huge fan of pearlescent skins and think this one looks sick. Nothing about the design is too crazy, and I'm not sure if Valve will put this in the game as it doesn't necessarily fit the Dreams and Nightmares theme, but I think there's going to be better options as time goes on for the FAMAS, but I thought this one was pretty cool and maybe we'll see it in a future case if we don't see it in this upcoming Dreams and Nightmares case. But all of these skins will be linked in the description if you want to check them out for yourselves and give them an upvote. If you think my taste is absolute garbage, you can go on the CSGO workshop as well, select the Dreams and Nightmares tab and scroll through skins for yourself. So be sure to show some of the creators some love so you could see some cool skins in game. But next, I want to talk about how the actual Operation Pass format is going to look in my eyes. If it's going to be like more Shattered Web themed, where there's no shop and you just earn stars, get random drops, graffiti, stickers, all that good stuff along the way, or if it's going to be like Broken Fang, where you can just pick what you want as a reward and just have an entire shop to choose from. I talked about this in one of my recent videos, how the way Valve did this shop this time around resulted in people really favoring one collection. The Control collection had over 9,000 op fades unboxed, while the Ancient collection only had 2,200 M4A1 Welcome to the Jungle. So There is a huge difference in supply between the collections and how many are opened. Well, in the past, drops were all pretty similar in supply since they were either actual drops that you could receive in the game as you played an operation, or in the case of Shattered Web, supply was similar as well since you once again couldn't choose which collection you wanted to unbox or just choose from or whatever. You just got it as a drop as you prestiged along the operation. I'm not sure if this is something Valve even cares about. I know they take the time to look at the skin economy and how it's actually going to affect stuff, but in my opinion, I don't necessarily think this is an issue. With an operation drop system like this, I think more people are gonna be spending money on operation stars to test their luck and buy from the collection they want. And if Valve uses this same system that allows players to get cases for 2 stars each as well, tons of people are going to be using their stars to buy those cases and then sell those on the Steam market, make the money back for what they paid for the operation pass, and then just sell the cases on the Steam market, which Valve gets a pretty solid cut of from what I know. So Valve is making an absolute ton of money from the operation either way. So I'm sure the shop is going to be a system that they favor. At worst, maybe they won't separate the collections and just put them all as one thing, so supply isn't too drastically different between all of the skins in the collections, but once again, I don't even know if supply of operation skins is something they care about at all, so whatever, I might just be talking out of my behind and Valve just won't do anything about it, which is absolutely very possible. But as for adding a new game mode for this operation, there is definitely a sign of it, but it's pretty unlikely in my opinion that maybe we'll see something new, but maybe it's not something people are going to expect. A few days ago, Steam Database picked up a whitelisted CSGO server, so an official Valve server running on a .vsp, which pretty much allows a server to function, with a map named Surf Beginner. This guy points out that it was most likely a mistake, but it would be really cool if Valve did add surfing in the next operation like they did with retakes in Broken Fang. Personally, I don't see how Valve could add this as an official game mode unless they made it a mission in the operation, as it's not like it could be an official game mode like retakes. I don't know how you would get 2 teams to compete against each other in Surf. It probably just wouldn't be possible and just doesn't seem like something Valve would do in my eyes, but I mean, I guess it's possible since it was added to the game files, but if I were you, I wouldn't get your hopes up too much. But I'm sure when the operation does come that we will see a new game mode. I mean, we've had stuff like Flying Scoutsman in the past. It's not like, well, that was Scouts Knives in like 1.6 or something, wasn't it? So maybe it's going to be some old game mode. Maybe it could be Surf. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm sure we'll see a new game mode with something special. Maybe something people don't predict. I mean, I don't really know what it could be at this point, honestly. If you have a comment, feel free to put one because I have no clue what it could be. But overall, I still think the actual format of the operation is going to be really similar to Broken Fang with all the missions, the way the battle pass works, co-op missions, all that good stuff. Seems to have gotten a really good community response in the past. I know from pros, people don't really like it because it's kind of just grindy, so maybe if they want to do something about the grinding so more pros play it, or it could be more catered to competitive players maybe, I don't know. Matchmaking kind of sucks, so it's kind of hard to differentiate the competitive players versus the casual players for operations, but I feel like they've been trying to mix it together with the co-op missions and all that good stuff. It's definitely getting better and seems to improve as we have more and more operations. And once again, I think the shop style battle pass is still going to be the most profitable option for Valve, so it's unlikely we should change with that. But overall, hopefully we do see this operation in November unless Valve does something crazy like they always do and push it back or whatever, or maybe it's not even tied to an operation. I really hope it is, but be sure to let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to check out some of my other videos as well, and be sure to check out the homies over at Skinport to save a ton of money buying CSGO skins. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.